My friends, we are living in a time of unseen, never seen before evil. You see, all manner of evil is exalted. See, and this also by the Christians who have idolized and worshipped the systems of the world and the gods that run this world. You see, that's what they worship, and they look down on godliness and even mock it, many Christians. See, because they trust in the world. My friends, if you look at what's going on, it's unbelievable. You find people are committing all manner of sexual sin like it's just nothing. They open their mouths bragging about these things instead of hiding their faces in shame. You see, you find married couples, you find the wife coming to another man asking him to go and join them with her husband and commit all manner of things. You find children using all manner of profanity in their vocabulary. Children shooting other children, murdering, and then going and talking about it like it's fun. Oh, did you see the blood coming out, man? It was cool, blah blah blah, this and that. It's a game, it's a joke. And people they're doing drugs, they're doing all kinds of things. You see, they're lost in sin. They're enslaved. You see, and most Christians are enslaved to the same things, if not worse. I met pastors who on Sunday they preach about whoremongers and adulterers God will judge, and on Saturday night before the Sunday they were committing whoredom and adultery physically with other women, with alcohol and all kinds of things. How do I know? Because I've seen it with my physical eyes. You see, congregations, I've seen what they do in churches, big congregations. They all come and cry the day when they're in front of everybody. The nights before, they were busy committing harlotry. See, they were busy sleeping around with each other and with other people. They were drinking, they were smoking, they were doing drugs. They were committing the same things and even worse than what the world was doing, and then coming on and putting a show for the cameras. See, my friends, I saw the marketing department of Christian organizations. During worship services, they would come, hire people to worship so that they could use those images for marketing campaigns and advertising. They would give a cue, 1 and 2 and 3, then point at the person who they are paying. Then the person would close their eyes and raise their hands up in worship, and then that would be used to deceive and delude people that this person is truly worshipping God. He's worshipping his money, his job. See, this is what the world is doing. People of the world are willing to do this. But when you see Christians doing the same things, then, and worse, there's not much hope left. You see, we're living in times where arrogance and pride is at an all-time high. You look at people in their eyes and you see that they're telling you you need to worship them. You see, this is what has been fed into all people, that you are God and everybody must bow down and worship you. Somebody is crossing the road, you stop to give them place. They look at you like, I didn't ask you to stop. You open the door for a woman, a lady, she looks at you like, I didn't ask you to open the door. You see, women's independence and freedom and all these other kinds of things. You see, where people have become fierce in their eyes, in their spirit. They think that you need to be like this. This is success. It's success to have money. It's success to have this and to have that, and to have shelter, food, physical water, and physical shelter. You see? And people of the world are willing to sacrifice their soul for this system that provides for this, and the gods of that system. You see? And now Christians are willing to do that. You see? The same thing and worse. The only thing is that you sacrifice the truth. You sacrifice Jesus Christ. You crucify Him. You see? In order to receive physical food, physical water, and shelter that the systems of the world are giving you. You see? And not only will they give you physical, all those things, they will give you also a gospel with Bible verses and everything to make you feel good, to justify your fierce looks, to justify your arrogance and your pride, your lies and hatred. You see, your fierceness, your vengeant attitude, your trust in your own hands and in your own might and in your carnal understanding. They will give you a gospel for that, my friends. Many different kinds of gospels to cater for many different kinds of sins. You see, this is what they do. You find Christians promoting hatred of other people, promoting violence against other people of other faith. You see, saying we are going to fight wars, we are going to do this, we are going to do that. My friends, you're not supposed to be promoting these things. If you want to change people of other faith, you yourself need to understand who Jesus Christ is. He did not come to fight against the lost, my friends. He came to save the lost. And they see that salvation, they see that transformation in you when you yourself are transformed. But when you are not transformed and you're buying one of these gospels of the world, Christian gospels of the world, that is telling you you can fight and you can kill people and promote bloodlust and a thirst for flesh and blood destruction, then we have only God's judgment coming, which is coming, by the way. I don't see much hope. See, I don't. It's only God. It's only the mercy of Jesus Christ. That's the only thing. People are lost in a labyrinth of lust. They love it. They crave it. You find children talking about, well, I'll do this to your mother. Some 6 and 7-year-old child with earring and talking about, bad, horrible, foul language. I'm going to commit this with your mother. And this, I hear it with my physical ears. You see, they play video games called God of War and all manner of Ares and all these names of other gods that they are feeding your children. The cartoons are feeding everything to your children. They say, I summon so and so demon, I summon so and so. You see, these are kids. So what do you expect? They take the parents away, make them busy in pursuit of materialism and their own selfishness, and then they cause them to divorce because they make the woman who is supposed to be, they make her lust after the position of the man and go and become even more, you see, lost in worldliness, and nobody's there for the children. You see, nobody's there for the children, and then the children turn into tyrants. Innocence is slaughtered by the wolves. You see, my friends, the kingdoms of this world should not be your delight. Your identity should not be coming from there. Your identity must come from on high, from Jesus Christ. You yourself must be transformed. Your strength is not in voting for so and so and picking up guns and this and that amendment and all these other things. My friends, you're going to go and legislate something so that you don't have to go and preach the gospel to the lost, preach the gospel to the drug addict, because you don't want to deal with that. It's hard, you see. And how can you preach to those people when you yourself are not transformed, my friends? You'll be preaching some other gospel. You see, we don't know Jesus, we don't know His voice, we have no relationship with Him. We know other gospels and other things, but we don't know Jesus. We don't have the light, we don't have the way, we don't have the truth. We have false light, false ways, and false truth. You see, telling us all the things we want to hear, and disaster is coming. You see, disaster is coming and they're telling you everything is okay. It is well with you. My friends, turn away from these things.